Well, I'm hoping you can hear me because it's extremely windy. We're in the Shropshire Hills, as I mentioned before. I'm hoping that you can actually see the hills here. They're beautiful. I'm going to tell you it from my not so handsome face compared to the hills. And then you can have a proper look. So here we go. We're right on top at the moment. It's extremely windy, but it's also beautiful. Streatham Loop, coming up to a cattle grid. This all looks very interesting. Hello, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Stick in first gear, I think. Beautiful. And we'll just plod on like a tractor. Road this going up, seriously up. I'm purposely not looking to my left because I'm actually afraid of heights, and this is something I wouldn't have gone up if I'd actually looked, and I can't look now to my left because I am actually very fearful of this. But I'm just going to plod on, and hopefully no car comes, because my fear of heights has come seriously here. So I'm looking more to my right now I am to my left. I just got to keep going, know that this road's been built, it must be safe, and don't panic, and just keep going, keep my mind focused on the fact that it is safe, and just keep going. I'm hoping it will come off this bit of the road and go into the main part. I'm just doing alright. Oh my goodness, I hate having this fear, but it's welled up in my lungs and in my stomach and in my heart. Right, okay, that's what I wanted to do, is turn right. Oh my goodness, what an achievement for me, because I was in panic mode. I started to be in panic mode, and oh, I cannot go down that. I've done it. What an achievement. Wow. Oh, my face is bright red with fear. It is in, if it wasn't the fact I'm driving and I can't touch the camera, I am absolutely in. Let me just show you what my face, I don't know if it'll show on the camera, but that is my face. I was absolutely, and my heart is going like massive. I didn't realise there'd be a massive drop right close to me. I've done it. I'm not afraid of anything apart from heights and the spiders. Anything else I can cope with, not a problem. But oh my goodness, what an achievement! Yes. It was either that or stop the car and get someone to airlift me out. Well, that'd be worse. Well, I'll definitely be using the DJI mic system if I've brought it, which I think I did, because I'll need it with all these winds, else I won't be able to hear what I'm saying. You'll just hear wind. Yeah, all the bumping and that, the cameras, it's only on a magnet, so the phone's only stuck to a magnet, so it does have a tendency to bump around and lose position. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move out of the way for this vehicle. Oh, bless. Well, while we're stopped, let's have a look at our friend here. I'm like Dr. Doolittle. Right. Quite posh sheep round here. Right, clean, really clean. Oh, he's in middle of the road. He's in middle of the road. Is it? I don't know what he's shouting about. Oh, he could be French. Oh, there's your mum. Me. I'll get you. Mummy. Here's Mummy. That's Mummy. Let's see what I can do for him. There's your Mummy. There. That's what you were shouting for. You're a bit old for a mummy. Come on. Oh, so fair enough. You're all right now. No more shouting. No more shouting. You're happy now, huh? So yes, the wind seems to come and go at the moment, but not as bad as this afternoon. Again, I've come from that way, then all the way along that way, and now I'm getting nearer to the hill that I want to be at. We've come to the point where we're going to take a right on the track, and it seems all so easy for us. A nice gentle hill. We're getting closer and closer to our destination. Some beautiful little valleys. Look at it. Wow. And then we have our little climb here. Let's get on with it. Let's see what the view is. So over the first hill, and let's see what we see. So I've come, if you look at the middle of the camera over there, and if we move gently around, look at these ridge lines on these hills and the valleys, and it's like a mist, but it's a haze, and then it goes round. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to this hill next, and then we're going to go and see what we can see. So we're actually getting pretty high here. I don't think you can appreciate it, but I'm going to try and hold the camera steady. If we just move along here, you should be able to see it's quite high. So if we, there we go. So now we'll duck down. I think we'll be able to see it in the middle. Don't know if it's going to focus. There you go. If we go back, you can appreciate how high we are. Wow. I think we can see maybe a foal there. Actually, it might be a foe. It looks a lot smaller, so I think it is a foe. I'm hoping the wind's going to die down. It's starting to be a bit easier, but we will find out. I saw the farmer with his vehicle about 5 minutes ago. He was reversing up the hill on a track. I don't think he saw me, and I don't think he'd be too bothered, to be truthful. I mean, it's a never-ending job, isn't it, dealing with people like me. It's when the people are being vandals and damaging stuff he's going to be upset about. But it's not them I'm overly bothered about, it's National Trust, because most of the people are fine. As it's getting late, they don't mind you having a tent, and then when, you know, it's starting to come light in the morning, they expect you to leave. You know, pack up and leave. That's fine, but you do get some, just like coppers. There's good coppers, there's just a minority that are arseholes. But yeah, that's what I've got here, look. It's a firm address. Questar is -18. But what I do is I don't bother to have summer and winter sleeping bags, I just have a winter one. And there's no reason why you can't just sleep with that on and leave it open. Yeah, I don't see the point in having two. I'm happy with this. I want to get the amount of money it cost me. I want to get the money's worth out of it, and I think that's only fair. Just wondering what's at the back of here. Nothing. Always hoping there'd be money. Right, that there. Always make sure you know where all the packing parts are for all your materials, like this and this sleeping bag. Very important. There's nothing worse than in the morning not knowing where all your bags are to put all the stuff away. So right, that's it. Pillow. Always the last pocket on your rucksack that it's in. But it's a Cedar Summit Aeropress pillow premium deluxe. It's a large one. I've had this now for about 2 years. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Again, like most people say with most pillows, don't inflate it fully, give it a little bit of give, and it's more comfortable. But this one you can blow up with your mouth. So that's it. Not too, you know, I've got it. So it'll be comfortable. Shove it inside the head of the thing, like that. So then it's not slipping around. Bob's your uncle. There it is. Again, this, don't lose, put it in a bag if you got in your tent side pockets, which I have. So what else is there that I need to make sure I've got? Head torch. Always make sure you have your head torch, and always have it in one of these pockets so it's ready to be available if you require it in an emergency. There we go. So basically we have the Petso head torch. I think it was about £106 when it came out. I got this for £6 from a company, quite simply because I bought that much gear off them. I had that many loyalty points. It ended up costing me £6. So you can't argue with that, now can you? Not for £6. What else is important? Rechargeable cells, USB slots, so I always get my phone going. Yeah, so I've got them. So they go in there as well. Actually, you can go in this side. All right. Extra torch, top one as well. Lead lenser, really top one. Used that a lot when I was on the doors. I'm retired now. Been doing it since on and off since 1977. So at 61, I've had enough. But yeah, very handy, very powerful. Lead lenser, good German company. Extra torch and a knife. All boys have to have a knife. No matter how old you are, you need a knife. It's a nice one, that goes on a belt. I like to keep it in my rucksack, you know, just in case there's a man-eating fox, a werewolf, vampire, although this is not silver, but I will lie to the vampire, or is that the werewolf? Not sure, but anyway, it's handy, us boys need it. Right, well, the tent is up, everything's alright. I've just realised that there's people on mountain bikes that like this track, and of course my guy ropes her out a bit, but luckily I saw him coming, so I stood next to the guy rope, and I said evening, and he said evening. He said that's a very popular spot, so clearly the rangers will know that as well, won't they? National Trust, and so will the farmer. But hey ho, that is how it is. New product. I was going to go for the Helios High back chair. I don't like arms. I think they might do it without the arms, but it's too expensive. It's just not worth the money, and I don't think there's longevity there. So I went for something a little bit heavier. Ordered it from China. It's got good reviews, mainly in America. It's the Helios Gear, the company, and it's a high back outdoor chair. I think it takes up to £330. It's a lot more robust, it's a lot stronger, and it is more stable than is it Helios or Helium, whatever it's called. I'm just not paying that money. I got it for £76, I think, £76. That's with the delivery, and they gave me a load of lights. I think it was 10-foot of lights that plug into USB free of charge as well, so added bonus. And I've tested this, and it is really stable. I don't know how it's going to do in the wind, but yeah, it's even got a neck rest, so it's remembering how to put it together. What I like also is with these, it's got these on the feet, so if it's a bit muddy, you've got more stability. It's not going to sink in too far. It'll only go so far. That also the joints, they're all metal, there's no plastic, which is wonderful. That adds to longevity. You can't argue with that. That's brilliant. I like stuff that's made really well, and I'm not saying that is it Helios, Helium, whatever they want to call it, isn't made very well. It's just that I don't like plastic joints, and I don't think it's as stable as this at all. And now I've got it, I totally agree with that. Look at that. That's the second time I've put it together. It's that easy. The only thing is, if you look at this on sideways, you see how it's bending that way, you've got to turn it around. That is a bit fiddly. It's got to face that way, so when you put this on, it gets the full structural support. So we will put it on. It's also got these pulls, which is easier to be able to work on it. I don't have a problem with doing it without that, but hey ho, some people might. Maybe they got more arthritis than I have, and they're hard to grip, but yeah, that's in. So gonna make sure they're both bent the right way, and that one is. I think that one is already. And then we get hold of this one, pull it, that was your father, like that. Again, grab hold of it, pull it, and that's it, it's on. And that, once you've got, you know, the correct ground, flat ground, find a ground that's flat, it should be fine. They even give you spare these, look, extra ones, which is brilliant. I'm just going to hope it doesn't fly away. So the trick is you put your arm like this, you see, like that. While you're doing that, you get this so it don't get thrown away, and throw that in there, yeah. Find a nice stable place, yeah, and then you get that. Oh, and where's my head bit? My head bit is here. There you go. See it? Here it is. Oh, here we go. Oh. Now, you can actually get a footrest for it. It connects to this, and you can get arms like this, and you've got pockets like. But I don't. I like to be like this. I like freedom. I find arms and that claustrophobic. And this, once you get your arse at the back, it's really stable. You can even do a little bit of rocking on it. Yeah, and look, you're looking at the feet. I'm not. But that. Oh. I'll be 5 minutes. I'm just gonna. After all that walking. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man. I mean, this is just heaven. Only joking, but it is really, really comfortable. I'm happy with it, and you would be too. However, I would be a bit concerned about this wind. Maybe this is where I should have brought some extra rope and guide it. But I'm a little bit sheltered, but we'll find out. I'm sure I can catch it if it goes. Whee! So, what we'll do is lean it against that for now. Hey! Hello, my friend. Are you being a bit nosy and coming to say hello? You are? Well, hello. One is camping tonight. Would you like to join me for a cup of tea? Me? Come on, my friend. Come on. Yes, my friend. How are you? How are you? I've seen you watching me for quite a while. And I've put my posh voice on to be polite. What do you think? Are you going? Are you going up? Are you going? Or are you going to come? Come on then. See you later then. See you later. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Right. Well, we're going to make ourselves a nice cup of coffee. We've actually got real coffee beans, and when I say real coffee beans, these are from a farm in Peru. Beautiful coffee beans, look at that. They've been roasted. I know the date they were roasted. They've got 3 weeks of what I would call best taste. So what we're going to do is, we've got our grinder here. We're going to put about 22 grams in. We've got our Aeropress, we've got our milk, and we've got our water. Nothing's going to go to plan, mine. Nothing's going to go to plan. So I roughly know. I've brought scales, but this time I'm not going to use them. We're going to get ourselves a nice lot in here. And we'll do it again. And I know roughly it's going to be around 22 grams. I know roughly what that will be in this container, so just a little bit more. That will do that. Thank you very much. Then this is where, when it's grinded, it ends up in here, but I just use it to put them in for now. This is where I need to put them in now, the right way around, of course. No, this way, that's correct. So in they go. Everybody's happy. Right, there you go. Put this at the bottom, and then what we do is we get our top on like so. Hey, come on, in you go. Thank you. Any audience, any sheep watching? No? Oh well, they could have learnt something. We put this on, and then we grind, and this takes time. Anything when it comes to enjoyment, I'm not going to say perfection. There are real coffee makers out there that are absolutely fastidious, and they are experts. I'm no expert, but I know what I like personally as a nice, fresh cup of coffee. And to be able to say that I can have a nice, fresh cup of coffee in an environment like this,
on top of the highest hills in Shropshire. That's something. That's how I see it. So yeah, I like to grind my beans myself, and I do it on like a medium course. Normally you would expect it to be really fine for an Aeropress, but not for me. I like personally to only use 1.5 on the measurement on an Aeropress with hot water, and then put loads of boiling milk in, and it's an absolutely sweet taste. There's no bitterness. It's absolutely fantastic. So I might speed this on anyway, because this takes a long time, for maybe up to 3 minutes, and with my arthritis it might take longer. And that is it. I can feel it. And there you go. Oh, if you could smell that. If you could smell that. I don't know if you can see that. Those beans are now like fine grain. It's really... And they smell so lovely. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to boil the water. And that's a trick. Getting it all prepped and primed. So we'll use our mountain stove, fuel stove. Right, we've got something in there. We close it off. Now it's been primed, and then sparks away, and there you go. That was pretty quick. Quite happy about that. Yeah. So we'll shut that. I've got everything ready, have I? Yeah, filter's on. Take that one off. We'll get our cup. I like to use the ceramic cup. I think it tastes better. So yeah. Ceramic coated at least. Camping. Got our milk ready. Long life milk. So it doesn't matter if it's warm temperature, it'll still be good milk. And the thing is, when you're camping, you've got no lid, you forgot to bring a lid, you're going to get every piece of grass deciding to go into your water. Well, we don't want that. Adds to the flavour, I suppose. So yeah. Come on, girl. Get yourself all ready. I'm talking to the stove, by the way. There we go. So now, get the kettle on, or pan, get that water boiling, and it won't take long. So yeah, so I can put this in now. Right, so what we do now, we get the coffee, it's filtering already, and we just put it in, like that. Everybody's happy. That's empty, it's in here. What I'm going to do, for the type of coffee I have, I'm only going to fill it to 1.5 there, hot water, yeah? And then I'm going to take about 20 seconds to push it through with the water into there. So you only end up with about that much coffee. But then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fill the cup up with hot water, milk. And believe me, it's a beautiful taste. So, first of all, we need to make sure that it's pretty level inside. So then we get an even pour. Very important that. Right, it's boiled. So I'm going to leave that on because I'm going to be doing the coffee soon. I don't want to burn myself. So there you go. There you go. So we'll take that out. And then we get our press. And we push it down nice and gently, not in a rush, not at all, not straining it, just a gentle push, not feeling any strain, just gently letting it get round all those grains and take as much soluble as it can with a medium coarse grain. and gently down, about 20-25 seconds, and there you are. So all I do is leave it like that now, and then I want to save my water. I don't want to waste it. So even though it's hot, and this Nalgene bottle can cope with hot water, it's not a problem. I'm going to put that back in there, use it for another day. Yeah. So I've got my water saved. Now, going to get my milk, and I'm going to have your hours, your father. There you go. I've got enough milk for the morning if I want it. And now we put this on, and now we got our milk. That's staying pretty warm. It doesn't have to be too warm anyway, because that milk's going to warm it up, but it will stay warm because I'm leaving that, if you look, I'm leaving it totally covered by the Aeropress, and if I put my finger down, yeah, it's quite warm. I can feel that. So that's really nice. Easy to clean, these Aeropress. You know, just the filter and the coffee. I suppose that's the food. I can leave the coffee. See if the sheep like it, the grains. But I'm also to bring it back with me. So yeah. Now I've got to be careful because the milk's starting to boil. Yeah. So we'll let it do what it's got to do. That is enough. Right. So now we turn that off. Let that bleed through. There we go. As you can see, not a lot of coffee in there. Yeah, not a lot of coffee at all. We just fill it up, keep everybody happy. And now we got a beautiful, beautiful drink. Beautiful drink. Oh, look at that. So what I'm going to do with this, I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to put a little bit of water in it. Just, there you go. Just keep it nice and soft for me to deal with it later. I'm not going to do that now because I want to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to do something I shouldn't do. Give it a nice little stir. I'm always using something. You have to adapt. Ignore the fact I'm going to lick this. Oh, right. Now, that is what I call. Oh, that is what I call a cup of coffee. It's a medium roast, but believe me, it's got some real taste and aftertaste. Sweet. It's beautiful, man. I don't know if you can see it, but oh. That is absolutely just worth the effort. Really worth the effort. Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I think the sun's going down now. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. It just makes my day. It fulfills the day. It is what it is. Life cannot get better. Life cannot get better. Oh. Oh dear. having to put your hands around it, you know, when you got that little bit of a chill factor going on. That, oh, that is so nice, man. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Mashallah. Was it worth me coming to the Shropshire Hills? 100%. Absolutely 100%. Really enjoyed it. It's been very relaxing and well worth this chair. This chair is chill, you know. Got a bit fed up sat on the floor on the mat. It's all right saying, well, you know, you're saving weight, but, you know, you just have to work out your journeys. But this one's been easy, so I really work, and it's just nice just to chill. Normally I'll be in my tent straight away, but not. I've been out here for ages, and I love it, so can't complain. Guys, you need to have a look at this Helios chair, especially if you're a heavy guy. You know, 330 pounds load weight, pounds load weight, you can deal with it. So, or it can deal with you. And it's really relaxing. Look at me, rocking. And the feet aren't lifting. That's the point. They're all on the ground. It's just got that little bit of give, and it's worth it. So, yeah. If you've never been to the Shropshire Hills, you need to come. You really do. It's worth it. See you soon.
It's 6:10 a.m. on a lovely Sunday morning, and as you can see, I can't bend my finger the right way. Leave no trace. There's only me here, I suppose, but I'm going, so there is no trace. Yeah, rucksack all ready. Yeah, sun's come up, it's been beautiful. Bit of a hazy day. I'll have a look at this for a view. That's what I got. Hey, I mean, you can't go wrong. I've not got my microphones on, just to show you how it's a little bit windy still. But look at that, it's Shropshire Hills. Wow. It goes on and on and on. So thank you for watching, guys. If you liked it, like and subscribe.